An AK?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, we're
Dakota
here.
is the reason why we're late, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Paul.
Oh, hey, Paul.
Oh, geez, look at that.
Ta-da!
Maybe Zach.
Well, this
Maybe.
is
Wow.
our monthly podcast we do on the first Saturday of every month.
This is not a podcast.
No, this is a live stream.
Yes, on
internet?
Viewface, right?
On Bookface.
On Bookface, right.
All right.
This is our live stream we do on the first Saturday of every month, and we're just going to be talking about general knife stuff. We didn't have as many questions as we did last time, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And then
We did have so many email questions after the last live stream.
Yes, we did.
Did we take note of those?
I did.
Did you? All right. Well, perfect. All right.
All
So if
right.
anybody's got any questions, anything they want to talk about, let us know. We brought out some stuff that came up last time. So we brought a bunch of different steels, and we brought a flashbang. And we just thought we'd see how it goes. And if we don't like how it goes, then we brought a flashbang.
Pop it off.
Oh, and we also have our guest here, Chook from Chook's Outdoor Adventures.
Yeah. I like coming here because I feel fancy when I hang out. Ambiance with the cigars. It's nice. Yeah, long windy roads here. He's got an Alaskan channel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
We like when Chook comes because he keeps us onto real topics instead of the bullshit we normally discuss.
There you go.
So Chook keeps us on things that actually matter or are worth talking about.
The flashbang actually isn't live anymore. It's been.
Oh yeah, sorry. This.
We're.
Wait, hide! No, I'm just kidding.
Get a copy
No,
of
it's-
that later. That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
no, it's inert at this point. It's been used.
What are they using? Well, training, I hope.
Lori just got a
In order for 24 for the local SWAT to Saragota.
yeah. So SWAT came in and asked Lori to Cerakote 24. Never mind.
As Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, the ornaments.
I actually asked him if I could have some. I was like, I can hang my tree.
Yeah, I want a couple of these. They're heavy as
Chad
fuck. Even
Renfro
in
needs
them.
to go away. Can you make it go away?
Riot is not a thing, FYI. Who knows? The
Jesus
Riot
Christ.
2?
Oh wait, is he trying to force us into talking about the Amok?
You want to start there?
Well, I mean, we might as well because the Amok was the big talk of the last live feed,
Yes.
and so
We are not doing an M4 Amok for those that want to know. Just so you know.
but we have contacted Bowler, and we have bought a lot of LMAX,
Yep.
and we bought enough steel to make 240
Ish.
Amoks.
Yep.
So the Amok is a thing now.
And
So,
we'll hopefully,
Again.
we'll
Yes.
hopefully have it out
yeah,
right
okay.
around the new year.
Nice.
Yeah, we should have the steel within the next probably month or two, and
Yeah.
then it just takes a lot. Handles, we're having problems getting enough G10, so it's becoming a little bit of an issue. But we're working on it, and the Amok is it's in production at this
Yeah,
point.
but we are not doing an M4 one. That is not. We didn't even bother doing K110 at this point. We're just
doing
LMAX.
LMAX. Yeah.
Is that a COVID thing? Hard to get the handle material?
Everyone-
No,
Production.
I wouldn't think so. I
I
mean,
think a lot of people are behind in production. Like
everybody's running half staff, I think
Yeah.
is what it is.
No.
So like when we ordered a whole bunch of G10 and like a quarter of it showed up. And then we got a supplemental delivery, which was, so we were supposed to have 13 sheets of G10 in each color,
orange,
right?
green, black.
Mhm.
And
yeah.
instead we got 4 sheets in each color. And then we got another 19 sheets in desert tan. And then that's all that showed up. So we're kind of going back and forth with our G10 supplier to kind of figure out what happened because we have way too much desert tan and we're already out of the other stuff they sent us. So
That's my favorite knife you guys make, and that's going to sell out, right? Typically, the Amok
Well, we've had
sells
people
out.
asking for those knives for 2, 3, 4 years. Like,
yeah,
since
I
we
mean,
stopped
we
making
have a
them.
waiting list that goes back so far.
Some people think we don't even make it. It's just like this magical
Yeah.
knife.
It's not vaporware. It's real.
Yeah.
It's just hard to make.
The problem is, and even getting like, I mean, you can contact Bowler all you want and you're like, we need LMAX. And like, okay, cool. We have it in this thickness. Well, that's too thin. We can't use that. Or if it's too thick, then you're machining, you're spending, because you buy it by the pound, and then you're machining it to where it
Down.
goes from a 1/4 inch and you're machining it down, and then you're wasting all of that. So it's right place, right time, and it just so happened that we were able to get what we needed, and we got it in Elmax, and so we got the steel coming. So the Amok is going to be a thing.
Is that going to have the limited edition handle you guys were talking about?
No.
Okay.
No. Where does Dakota get these ideas?
Is your
Well,
default,
I think it's the
Yes.
S125 human.
No.
Human.
No.
your answer
That
is
would
just
be
no
cool.
for
Yes.
everything. It's
That
like,
would be
how's your
kinda
day,
cool.
Lori?
So-
No.
Yes, it's great.
Well, it's the same
Your
thing with
question, no, is the answer.
the same thing with M4. It's like, yes, we would love to do M4, but M4 is
Expensive.
it is. I mean, even when you compare it, it's more expensive than M390. I would almost rather do M390 than M4.
I mean,
I get that M4 is great, but it
M390
rusts.
is great. M4 is better in the application that the Amok is going to be for,
Yeah.
but M4 is it costs so much to get, and it's all the way in New York, and to get it shipped over here, and it's a different heat treat
It's what,
altogether.
like $1,200 or $1,300 a sheet.
Well, and it's a different heat treat altogether too. So you have to do
and it
just
is.
that instead
It's
of
a high carbon heat treat. And
no,
it's,
Zach.
Well, Sharp Bevel's asking how do you get on the list to get one?
We
you just
we will let you know.
or just go to the website and email us, and we'll put you on the list. That's
Yeah.
it. It's
And
that simple.
You guys are going to fulfill the requests that you
Well,
have
we
first.
ordered enough steel so we can make sure we fulfill all our requests and our anticipated the people who we anticipate who are going to buy it just that are not on the list. So we should not run out. We should have more than enough.
Just YOLO with some damn
Oh,
steel,
my
says
goodness.
Paul.
We might make you one, but we'll talk about that.
You could have that as your everyday carryover on the East Coast.
We also have a list of
just scout carry.
we also have a list of people who have like requested like a certain steel with certain handle material and
Yeah.
certain sheath, like going back a couple years. And so we'll
Yeah.
call those people first and say, hey, we're just letting you know, like this is what we have. Just want you let you know if you want it, cool. If not, like I'm just gonna go down the list, but we're not gonna run out. This is just what we have.
We're not
So-
going to run out, but it's only Elmax at this point.
But we will call those people first and make sure that that is set aside. And we'll offer Kydex, we'll offer leather.
We have a new leather sheath being designed by Diamond D Leather out in the valley, Dave Johnson, who did our Riot sheath and knocked it out of the park. He's been doing our matte sheaths for like 5-6 years, and he's doing our new Amok sheath. And Dave Johnson is coming back into state. Oh, actually, he was supposed to be back in state this week, and he is personally going to design. So it's not
He
we
did the
farmed
Riot
out.
last time, didn't he?
He personally designed our Riot sheath. He's personally going to design our Amok sheath. We're going to have a top. I mean, expect nothing less from what we do with 3DK. We're going to have. I mean, it's going to be high quality or nothing else.
It doesn't get better
Maybe
than
money
the
by pound.
guide's choice
Yeah,
chest
from which-
holster. I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
exactly.
That's always
Yeah.
been the number one
Help.
choice for like a nice Ruger 44.
Yeah, well, and that's
I've had
even
two of them.
that's even how I know about Dave is going
Yeah.
out to the gun shows,
Yeah.
and he's got that chest rig out
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a Dave Johnson belt right now. I mean,
Yeah.
he does top notch work.
Yeah.
Love what he does.
Yes to Zach and yes to Hardy.
Well, Hardy's asking here, what's your favorite consumables you guys use for knife making, and what's your favorite tool
The
manufacturer
works.
in the shop?
Consumables is what.
Assumable.
It would be like blaze belts.
Well,
and
yeah,
stuff.
but that'd be like what either 3M or the Blazes. The Blazes are
The
real
glaze
nice.
is like hog steel. It depends
Yeah.
on what sort of like finish you're trying to get.
They're ceramic impregnated belts, so they last real long. And what's nice
Expensive.
about them is we use them for stock removal, like hogging away grinds.
Mhm.
And then even after you do that, they get a little smoothed out, but it makes them perfect for sharpening axes
And scissors.
and scissors, so you can repurpose them,
Mhm.
and they last a long time because they're ceramic impregnated.
What's your favorite manufacturer of tools in the shop?
The work
Words.
machine. The
Words.
works. It does everything.
Travis Words out of
The TW90
out of Casa Grande, Arizona. It's the TW90.
rotates 90 degrees.
Which is why it's- yeah.
It has a flattener. It has like an angle setting. It's a variable speed. It's
Yeah.
the best machine for knife making, for sharpening, for anything you want to do. It is.
It
the
can
best.
do it all. The problem is it's $5,000 in its base state, and then if you want to do facing, which we obviously have to do, the
Minimum
facing
two.
is the facing is $1,800 for the apparatus and then $600 to freight it. So it ends up being, by the time you buy all the accessories and everything said and done, it's about $7,000-8,000 by the
That's what we've
time.
got in it.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then
but
when
it
you-
is, but it's an all-in-one machine.
But if
I
you break
mean-
stuff, you got to replace it, and replacing stuff is not cheap.
It's not cheap, but you can go back to Wirtz and he has all the parts.
He does.
He has all the wheels.
Yeah.
He has all the
Which
bars.
we
He
actually just
has.
had to get
yeah,
a
we-
new.
We just
wheel.
blew out the bearings in one of our wheels.
Yep.
So it's not like your Tormax you can see or anything like that.
No.
No, I
feel
mean
like Tormac,
the
but
Tormac
you're
is
the one
nice.
that runs it.
It's very reliable, I gotta say. I mean, it's very minimal. I don't have to do much to it, but if I had to only keep one tool in the shop, it'd be the Wirtz because it's the most versatile.
Um,
I use it. Alistair uses it.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
We all use it. It's
I love that
fantastic.
Mr. Whitty here is asking what's the cost of one of those. I'm assuming he's talking about the Amok.
I think
Hmm.
we're gonna sell the Amok
Oh, Will.
with Kydex is $430.
When it's LMAX, yeah, I think if you buy it with a leather sheath, I want to say it's $409
Yeah.
in LMAX with a leather
That's
sheath.
what we're guessing. We don't have the price of the leather sheaths yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it as close to that price as possible, but
Zach is always being impressed, so that's fine. I told Alistair, I was like, reminds me of the Monty Python. Help, I'm being impressed.
And it's the same grind as the original.
Yep.
Amok?
yeah,
Yep.
what you have is
Mhm.
what will be.
Nice.
That's production. Like the prototypes worked. In fact, that's why everybody was like, we had 2 prototypes left, and everybody's like, well, why can't I buy that? You have one. It's like, because I had to send one down to Bowler, and I had to send one to Dave Johnson or Diamond D to build our sheet. So like, we're out. We're done. That I had 2 left, and that we had to send them out to get this off the ground.
Yeah.
And so that's why when everyone's like, well, you have one, why can't you sell it? That's why we can't sell it, because we've got to send it out to the people that are helping us build this.
Do you guys stock remove in-house or do you send them out to get laser cut?
Well, those are 2 different things. So laser cut means a profile and stock remove means a grind. So we generally don't profile in-house only because our volume doesn't permit it. We do it on our customs, but we do have our mid-tex laser cut. And then stock removal, yes, we do stock removal in-house. We have customs upstairs that we're doing convex grinds on.
Yeah, the original. Or
Exactly.
The second original
Exactly.
grind.
So yes, we do both those things. But the reason we have them laser cut and profiled out is because water jetting, as thick as our knives are, water jetting gives us
An
what's called
angle.
splay.
Yeah.
So one side of the profile will be bigger than the other, and then you have to profile it anyway.
Evenly. And then you
And-
use waist belts.
Yes, and also profiling knives is fucking boring ass work.
It
Nobody
is.
wants to do that for 8 hours a day.
Alistair does.
And so so we laser them because it keeps our quality control consistent, and it keeps us all from going insane just standing there all day just profiling it. So if we laser cut it, we go around it and we make it our own, but we have all the rough cuts with laser just because it's a smarter thing to do, and there's nobody in state that can support that kind of volume. So we have to go out of state to be able to get the volume we want.
Do you guys have a sharpening preferred sharpening system? And
His
I
name's
guess
Mike.
Mike,
Or
this guy
Alistair.
right here.
Alistair
Or
sharpens
Alistair.
my kitchen knives.
What about you, Chuke? Do you have a preferred sharpening system you use?
I have a cheap stone and
Okay.
an old Schrade thing that I bring hunting in the little leather
Oh, the
pouch.
brass one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got like a
Yeah.
stone with a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm not very good at sharpening, and I
It
kind
gets
of
the
scratch
job
it
done.
up, but I can get it pretty sharp.
I like the Burger King.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
Burger King's my favorite.
Yeah, if anybody
And
has an
the
extra
Baldwin.
$3,000 they want to throw away, get a Burger King. But I don't want to sell the workshop short
Oh yeah, of course.
because it's just a small scale variation of what we do. And if you've got the practice and you know what you're doing, it works real well.
I feel like people think that they can like buy it and automatically they're a knife sharpener.
It takes practice. I
It's like,
always tell people.
I sharpened for a year before I could sharpen like other things,
Yeah.
and even so, like I'm learning on so many different knives and how to do stuff. Like we bounce ideas off each other. Like, how do we do
What
this?
would you
Like,
do with this? Or
ice
I
skate-
was
we
doing
have-
this.
Or the Catulis, those ice cleats that go
Yeah.
on top of like
Oh my
snow
God.
boots. It's like, it's just like a triangle on the bottom. So how do we make this happen?
Yeah.
So
You sharpened ice cleats?
ice
Yeah, oh,
cleats,
yeah.
Catulis.
Screw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I did it the other day, and I
I
didn't
did
wear.
4 or 6 pairs. I had
Yeah,
6
there
pairs.
was a lot of
Yeah.
pairs.
There's
Oh yeah. Then
$75
the next day we had a whole bunch more
I
come in.
know.
and I wasn't wearing fucking eye protection for the first half, and so it's just all in my eyes.
Is it like hockey players or like princess
No,
dancers?
it's like,
ice cleats,
climbers. Yeah, like the rubbers.
Ice skates.
So like the workshop isn't a bad system, but there's different like attachments, there's different belts, there's like different systems that you can use because they have like the manual one with the ceramic rod.
Practice on a knife you don't like,
Yes.
because you're gonna fuck some stuff up.
Looks like Zach's looking for something better than the Sharp
It
Maker.
doesn't matter.
I mean, here's the thing: is everybody comes all over the Wicked Edge online, which I've only used one time, and as far as I can tell, it works just
For
fine.
the money though?
It's expensive, and they sell you a lot of really high grit stuff that isn't necessarily
Yeah.
useful to you. I mean, you can have a mirror edge on a knife, and that's great. But you can mirror edge a fucking Kershaw with Sandvik, and it's not going to hold that edge.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks very pretty for pictures that you can post
And
online.
fingerprints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, it's overkill for most of what people are using for. But if you're spending $700 on a sharpener, you're probably spending a hell of a lot more than that on knives, and those knives can probably take that edge.
I would rather buy a work sharp with the Canadian attachment so you can adjust that angle and then, I mean, it comes one way, but you can mount it on your wall another way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we
Well, and it
sharpen.
has the angle adjustment
Yeah,
on it, so
But
you can see what you're
you
doing.
can mount it, and like the way we do it, like some people sharpen blade away from them, and we sharpen blade towards us so we can see that wire edge moving. But you also need a buffer or like a ceramic stone,
Yeah.
something to take off that.
Or a strop.
But there's
I
like a
mean-
bunch of different steps that people don't realize that you're supposed to take. So like, oh,
Yeah.
I bought this machine and it's gonna make my life wonderful. And it was only
Yeah.
$169.95.
Well, and what
we
that's
are.
it's interesting that you mentioned like sharpening away versus sharpening towards, because we shit all the time on makers and how knife makers don't know how to sharpen, because when you make a knife, you make it away from you, and when you sharpen a knife, you sharpen it towards you. But when makers sharpen a knife, they only know away from them, and so they sharpen a knife away from them, and they almost universally fuck it up. There's only one local maker we know of that really puts a nice fucking edge on his stuff,
Wind
and
River?
it's Wind River.
Yes.
And when he came in, he brought some of his knives in, and I was like, you have a really nice angle on your edge.
Islay does a really nice job.
Islay does. Well, Islay is OCD phenom. Like
Both hand sand games are on point too.
Yeah. But even Wind River, when we complimented his sharpening and he left, about an hour later, he called the shop and he's like, I really thank you guys for complimenting my sharpening. No one's ever noticed that. And it's like, well, you know, we sharpen 100 knives a day. Like, I noticed that kind of shit.
How do you sharpen your knives? Away from you or towards you?
Towards me.
Okay. I've been doing it
With a stone.
With a stone, yeah.
See, but
sometimes away, I guess.
with a
Sometimes.
stone, it's more about where you're comfortable, because it's about your muscle memory.
Consistency.
But with a belt, it's a different kind of thing.
Okay. Zach's asking if you guys would ever offer classes.
That can't afford the class.
Glasses?
Classes.
Oh, classes. Our insurance will not allow it. We get this question a lot. Our insurance will not allow it, because if you come in and get a finger torn off, our insurance would not be
I can
happy.
teach you how to sharpen on a stone, but that's about.
Honestly, our insurance won't even allow anybody in the workshop.
Yeah.
Like, that's why when you come in here and you don't notice the sticker on the door that says no public restroom, and you come in, you ask to go to the bathroom, that's why we take you through the cigar side, because our insurance does not even allow you to walk through our workshop.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, back to the Amok. Has it been working okay for you?
Oh,
or
yeah.
What have
Let's
you
see.
been using it for?
I've chopped through 2 caribous and 1 bear.
Through?
And yeah, because
They were dead.
I don't like those saws. Like, I've had the
Jumped on
saws. I just because you disconnect the hips,
The
and I always
hands
do
are
that
really
wrong.
hard to operate.
Yeah.
I cut the hoofs off because when you're packing
Did
it
you break
out.
the joints or
I'll do that sometimes. And
Nice.
sometimes I'll get around the hip bone
You
perfectly,
didn't
but
eat the bear, did you?
but I'm usually fighting the sun. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
eat spring bears, but I'm usually fighting the sun, and it's faster for me just to chop a hoof off.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've chopped through hoofs
With the strike saw or with the blade?
with the blade.
Oh,
And
nice.
then my kid chopped down a couple trees because
a couple trees.
yeah, because he was bored and we were camping. He's like, I want to chop down a tree. So I was like, here, take this. And so he chopped down a couple trees. So it's chopped down a couple trees, a lot of brush, and it's chopped through 2 caribou, a lot of bones, even disconnecting the ribs, and a bear. So,
Okay. So you use it kind of like
going strong.
like a breakdown hatchet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
So it's not pretty when I get the meat in the bag, but it works.
It ain't supposed to be pretty. It's
fast,
just supposed
right.
to survive.
And that was a hard knife to make. I remember you guys saying because of the big giant jipping on the back or whatever, right? That
Yeah.
makes it and the grind, yeah.
Yeah, the Amok is a monster. Like if people don't understand like the work that goes into it, even with the because it's 3 grinds. So like the Riot is a grind and a grind, but then the Amok has that top grind with that strike saw, and that's it's a whole different animal just to get that right and make it look correct and keep the quality control there. I mean that's one thing that's been a detriment to us bringing the Amok into we got bigger faster than we expected, and to be able to bring the Amok into that and keep the quality control there, it took us a long time because we don't want to. The last thing we want to do is put out a product that couldn't perform.
And then I guess the next big thing that we were going to talk about is the new collaboration we're coming out with. Without too many details.
Can you put up the teaser poster?
Yeah, I sure can.
All right.
Zach, if
All right, so
he
we're
can
gonna.
stand to be in the same room with me for like 30 minutes,
I'll
I can
teach
use
him
my
to
stone.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna put up a
Really
teaser
good.
poster, done by Paul Munko, Colorful Filth, a beautiful teaser poster.
I
Ooh.
think you can see it.
I don't know.
Let me-
Can anybody see that?
Oh.
We have no idea.
There we go. Bam.
There we go. All right, which is
Can they see it?
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
I can see it.
and his idea with the glow in the dark custom backspacer that we're doing being the propulsion
In-house.
unit.
It's amazing.
It is that was a fucking phenomenal idea, and that looks amazing. And we were having this discussion before the camera turned on that nobody has speculated what knife that is.
Should we tell them?
No.
Are there any guesses, though?
I don't think we should. I don't think we should tell. But nobody has speculated what it is. But there are a lot of clues there.
Is that based on Omamu or whatever? The
You don't think they can see it?
Nope.
Oh,
No? All right. Maybe they can't see
I
it.
see nothing. Stop teasing us. Oh no, nope. Nothing on this one. Oh,
Sorry.
God.
All right. Well, we're going to blame this all on Dakota because we don't know how to work any of this.
yeah.
Try to turn it off and turn it back on.
That's a
Turn it off and turn it back on.
What
screen
can you
share.
see, Chad? Turn your phone on.
I did. I can see you guys.
Oh.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, sorry. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Don't shit on us too hard.
Only have 1%.
It looks
You
like
want a
it's,
charger?
Enhance. Enhance.
Enhance.
Hardy says enhance.
We see you guys
All right.
looking at the teaser.
So Dakota's gonna go sort this shit out. So
All
we talk about something else
Yeah.
in the interim. All right.
Yeah.
So Dakota's gonna figure out how to put up this teaser photo, but
Because of monitors.
I gotta say, when Paul first showed us this artwork, prototype artwork, I was like, my knee-jerk reaction was like, "There's no fucking way we can do this. There's no fucking way.
I mean,
This is gonna be impossible."
the last one was really, really intricate, but this is kind of
Nope.
Oh, the
almost
color!
a whole nother
Oh
level.
my God! This is like
Yeah.
I would rather do another 200 of these Spidey chefs.
Oh,
Then-
not
I mean, this was-
Ugh.
As soon as he sent this over, I was like, "Oh my God, dude!
yeah.
There's no fucking way we can do this." And then he was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Hold on a minute. Give me a week.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can figure out." So we went through like 3 different development levels trying to figure it out and like trying this and it didn't work.
No stencils.
Oh my God,
no
and, like,
stencils.
Oh, and we were putting like high temp fucking tape and cutting it with a laser and weeding it with an X-Acto knife. And I was like, dude, if we sell
How are you gonna
200
do-
of these, I'm never going to fucking be able to complete it. This is going to be impossible. Not to mention Lori's got a Cerakote. She's got a dual color Cerakote, every one of them. Like, I was like, there's no fucking way we can do this.
Yeah.
But then we had a breakthrough. And it really came out nice. I think we're going to be able to do
Turn
this.
it off.
Okay, so
So you and Zach get the
that
same
didn't help
idea.
much, but all right. So did anybody see that?
Yes. It
Tell me
worked.
somebody saw that. All right,
Anybody? Anybody?
all right.
to me,
So-
it looks like it's based on that asteroid that moved through our solar system. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oumuamua. that they said.
Oh, it came outside of the rotational plane.
Cigar
and it
shape.
passed through.
Cigar shape that went through, and it's the only asteroid that's come through that from another galaxy on its own power.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're
It
talking about.
kind of reminds me of that, but I don't know if that's what he based it on. Probably
I
not.
almost feel like Will Smith is going to fly up on a spaceship and attack the thing in that picture.
I'm 56 and I look 30.
I could see some
That is something he
jipping,
would say.
and then
Oh yeah.
the axis lock and some jipping is all I could see.
Yeah.
It looked crazy though.
Well, and that's the
can't wait.
thing is like nobody has speculated as to what it was, but I mean the axis lock is clearly visible. We're obviously not hiding that.
They saw it.
Yep.
A teaser is a teaser for a reason. You only get to see it for a little bit.
Oh, 940.
So I'm gonna get number 3.
Ooh, someone said
Four.
940.
Yeah.
940.
What knife? Ooh.
The Osmore?
Hey,
That would be nice.
maybe
I would like that.
maybe that's it, or maybe that's it in the future.
I mean, if you
Classic.
own the 940 2000.
I'm gonna get number 3 or 4.
The titanium one they did?
Yeah.
Pick a number. Well, and actually, what's funny is nobody requested numbers
I don't
until
know.
when I
I'm
was making them, and I
Mhm.
mentioned I was like, "Oh, I'm staying
We'll
up all
probably, like,
night.
get
I'm
them after
doing
the
out.
rest.
I'm building all the ones that people requested numbers to."
Mm-hmm.
And then people realized they could request numbers. And then the next day, we got a flood of number requests for the Spidey Chef.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys gonna try to avoid the all-nighters and like do it ahead of
Yes.
time this time?
Yes, because
We don't have to.
well, because what we're doing is like
We have a
every
better process.
Okay.
every 20 knives or so that are added, it adds 2 weeks to the process.
Okay.
Because it's just impossible. I can't pull all-nighters all the time. I mean,
We
luckily.
can't. No, nobody can. We're
Well,
too old for this.
Luckily, I got exposed to somebody with COVID, so I had to go get tested. So I had to work nights, and so like I told everybody to shop. I was like, "You guys work. I'm gonna come in when everybody's gone, and I'll just work all night, and I'll just spray everything I touch with Lysol." And so I sat around all night doing these Spidey Chefs and making notes of everything I touched, and then I walked around at the end of the night spraying shit with Lysol.
I got a list in the morning and everything was sticky.
But it was fun.
Oh, look at you figuring it out.
Hey.
But it was fun, and actually, I'm really excited about this project. I think this is cool as shit.
It's my favorite one so far.
It
So,
is mine
yeah.
too.
When does
It's
the
out
actual
of this
picture
world.
come out? When are you gonna
16th.
get like?
The 16th, the
Okay.
16th it drops, and you're able to for 15 days. It's available. So the 16th through the 30th.
And that's when we'll see like detailed pictures of it.
Oh,
Yeah. We already have it set up on the website. We just have to turn
That's
it
true.
on.
Well, you don't know that.
And we got it upstairs, so you can take a look at it.
Probably.
before you
That's
go.
why.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
true.
Okay, so it's basically a week from now.
Yeah.
6 days.
Yeah. We're just gonna hype it up, but just a little bit. Sorry if you guys are pissed off about that. But
Number 8 is taken. Number 69 is taken. Number 13 is.
420 if it
And
goes up.
number 420 is
and I
taken.
think number 7 and number 3.
Number 3, 7, 69, 420, and 8 are taken.
Then I want
Yes.
4.
No,
No,
you're
I'm
number
3.
Yeah, you're 3.
Okay. Good.
Hello, Mr. Hunt. How are you?
Hello.
And then Zach is asking, will it be ready for Christmas?
No.
Well, no. I think we can actually start shipping out some of these before
Not
Christmas.
Zach's.
But we can't.
Well, he can come pick his up. Zach, just request number 4, and then you can come pick it up.
So how's that going to work? The first 20 starting on the 16th will be made, and then
We've
Well-
already ordered like 15.
So I'm gonna start before the ordering is over.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna start making them.
Okay.
And then we're gonna continue to do it. So it's basically what it's gonna be is like it's gonna be a continual process. So I'll just make it, ship them out, make it, ship it out, make it, ship it out.
Okay.
And so like as we sell 20 and 30 more, like if you order on the last day, you're gonna have to fucking wait. But if you order on the first day, you'll get yours before Christmas. We're hoping. That's kind of what we're planning on. But it's, I mean, the manufacturers, it depends. Like if we sell 100 of them, no big deal. But if we sell 1,000, big fucking deal. We're going to have a problem.
We might contact the company that makes everything and see if we can get
Yeah.
like a batch made specifically for us.
because last time
upgrade.
you guys had all the knives like in the nation.
We bought
of
every-
that.
We
distributor
bought out
out.
every fucking distributor.
We almost ran out of them.
We
We had just enough to get us by to everybody.
we ruined the Spidey Chef
Everybody else.
We ruined the Spidey Chef market in the fucking United States for like 3 months.
Yes, mass drop style. Yes, it is.
Yes, mass drop style.
What?
What-
275.
Somebody wants 275.
Well,
That is.
no. Is that what we sell them for? I don't know what the price.
Oh no, they start at $2.99.
Okay.
But every as the volume goes up, the price drops, and they will go as cheap as $2.75
Zach, I don't.
with full titanium scales. I don't know if I should even say this. This is like super, like trying to. If we sell 1,000 of them, which is
They're not going to know.
that's crazy optimistic.
You can do that with any company.
But if we sell 1,000 of them, we will upgrade the steel at no cost.
Yeah, but it might push the time frame out. Which
It
we're not
might
doing.
push the time
And
frame
we'll try
out.
to figure out if that's possible.
But so they're gonna ship with S30V. But if we sell 1,000, we were thinking about going 20 CV or an M4
Or M390 if we can.
or M390.
Swing it.
M390 might be a little difficult, but that might push the time frame out. But
So is Colorful Filth like a comic graphic artist? How'd you guys meet him? And like what kind of artist?
We
So-
did.
Go ahead.
We did a kind of a design your own design on a knife contest on Reddit a couple of times, and he was one of the people who submitted, and he had a really
All
cool
of three.
design. All of three, yeah.
Okay.
He submitted, and we really liked his design. We kind of reached out and talked a little bit, and then he kind of said he wanted to break into the knife field. If I remember correctly, he does a lot of pop art, and he works with
Okay.
a lot of different
I think he's
people.
designed for DC Shoe Company. He designs for Zoomies. He does his
Oh,
own stuff.
okay.
He's
I mean, he
got,
can
like a really
answer
fun,
for us.
funky design.
She's like a graphic designer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really
illustrator kind of
Yeah.
too.
Hardy gets it.
He made the poster.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dinosaur
he's-
knife.
he's
Hardy
good now.
designed the dinosaur knife, and so we randomly picked it so it was fair. And Hardy won. It was great, but we liked everyone's, and we wanted to continue on doing it with Paul because we thought that it would be a good, I don't know, business partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something no one else we saw really doing,
Yeah.
and his designs were really cool. So we
Mhm.
kind of tried out a test run. And it was successful, and then we did it again, and we saw that when we limited the run with the Quaken, that I felt like almost 100 additional requests came in for him, and
Yeah.
we realized we probably should have opened it up for longer and done
Mhm.
more of a freeform
Well,
style.
we're still figuring this out. Like, this is a very new
Yeah.
thing for us.
Mhm.
But the dinosaur knife is a one of a kind. So we made that on a knife for him, and then we continued on with Paul's stuff.
Yeah, he's just an art stuff guy, I guess.
But I'm a sci-fi guy, and that looks like a space theme.
Yeah,
The-
Well, the
accurate.
backspacer is something we do in house. The scales we order custom. I mean, everything about this is so different from what the normal knife is.
yeah.
It's very exciting.
The only
I
thing
love
that is
Yeah.
pretty much original is the frame and the
it.
action
The
and
liners
the blade
and
itself.
the blade.
And even that has been not the
We've
liners in
replaced
action, but
screws,
the
we've
rest of it's
replaced
been
thumb stud.
modified.
It's gonna be great.
I know we're excited. Everyone else seems pretty excited.
Well, it's not just something that Mike's anodizing and engraving, but like I get to do Cerakote and then
Mhm.
anodizing, engraving, and then 3D printers running. And so it's like everything in the shop that we've spent so much money buying. Now we get to use all that to make this one really awesome.
So the
fun product.
blade will be
Cool.
Cerakoted. Can you say that?
Oh yeah,
Yes, the blade
Wow.
is. Both scales are.
I think it's 23 stages of engraving for both sides of the scale and the blade. And then it's a 2-stage Cerakote for the scales and the blade as well.
Yeah, it's a custom. It's a black on one coat, and then it's a custom mix of crushed orchid and bright purple to make
Wow.
the
I like
Good
it
stuff.
because it's affordable too. It's not like, hey, we have this custom knife
trying hard
that's
here.
$900 Griswold or whatever, the Grismo Osmo.
Oh, Grismo.
Yeah, that you have to sign up and pay $1,000. Like this is something
Grimsmo.
Joe Blow can like me can afford. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about it.
It's the everyman's art knife instead of the
Women's too.
super prestigious, every person's art
Thank you.
knife
There it is.
instead of the super prestigious one.
I won the whatever the email to buy one of those Norseman knives, but
Mhm.
I didn't have $1,000 to buy a knife, so I was just like,
Do you want one? I have a
I-
buddy who has one.
no, I don't.
Okay.
I want one of these.
Fucking doesn't Hardy have one?
Hardy, did you win one in an auction? Maybe 2?
Hardy wins all the cool shit.
So
Will it look
Hardy,
No.
Hardy's saying here that he's still waiting for the new dinosaur collab, and that we need to make a dinosaur Amok.
We'll make one for him.
All right, Hardy, you want a dinosaur muck? We'll make you a dinosaur muck.
I want a dinosaur. in my-
Dakota-
No.
I
Still
want
on
a
there.
T-Rex jawbone handle.
But
That's
will
what I
it
want.
look like a Mexican blanket?
No. Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. I see that you pay attention.
Yeah.
Let's see here. How am I supposed to be saving for the severance if you keep distracting me with other knives?
It'll be a long time for the severance.
Yeah. Yeah, the Amok, my understanding, the Amok is a pain financially and just
It's
work
so-
and
The
labor
severance will
wise.
be 3 times the pain.
Yeah.
The severance is so far out that the Amok, we're only doing 1 steel.
Yeah.
You guys have any new?
Protect.
Yes, we got
Protest to
the Godfather operator.
Oh yeah, we just got a
We have
Protect
the-
fucking. We just got a Protect order in.
We have the SBR in acid wash and
Mhm.
black handle. We have the
We got
important DLC in
got
black.
SMG
Malibu.
autos.
SMG autos. We have the whiskers in the tuxedo. And if you don't know what the whiskers is, come in and try and open
Magic.
it. So I'm excited. I made Janice do it, and she was like pushing on everything and like just trying to figure it out. And I was like, "Do you want me to show you?" And I was like, "I'll show you."
We also have a Malibu.
And a Malibu,
Mm-hmm.
20 CV and
20
a flipper.
CV. It's wild. It's
Pretty
wild.
cool.
So
But-
I've
No.
been watching the Mandalorian, obviously. So
Go back to full
the
screen.
that bounty hunter knife sells out, right?
Oh
You
my
guys get-
God! We
yeah,
got what? We got 6 of them in. 5 are gone.
No, we got 5 and 4 are gone.
Well,
Saved
because
one.
we got Ultratech specifically, but we got
2
we
or
got
3.
Ultratechs and UTX 85s in.
Yeah.
And so not all the UTX 85s were spoken for, but all the Ultratechs, I mean, immediately
Gone.
gone.
Yeah, we had 2 Ultratechs, which sold to actually buddies of each other. So one guy bought both of them to bring to his buddy.
Yeah.
And 2 of the 85s were
Good
sold,
questions there.
and 1 is set aside for
Northern.
future stuff.
So we still have 1 UTX 85, which we're kind of holding on to be honest, so we can do a video later this
What
month.
color?
So it's
what?
not
Same with the
available.
Malibu. It's a black handle on a stonewash blade.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Paul wants a bounty hunter. Well, Christmas is coming up, Paul.
I want a bounty hunter.
Whoop.
No.
Wish it was possible to get a Hellhound version of the Bounty Hunter. That would
Nope.
be pretty cool.
Well,
we
I mean,
can't.
good
Unless
luck,
it's
though.
combat turn
Yeah.
on.
Good
Yeah.
luck. That's, I mean, you and everybody else. It's like,
that crazy
how many-
hold jump blade feature.
It's like a
knife
modified
looking thing.
Tonto.
my buddy texted me yesterday. He goes, how much to get a decent AR? And I was like, good fucking luck.
And this
every one of our distributors, because we have an FFL, so every one of our distributors that we went to, nothing, not even on the website. That you can't even get an AR.
I mean, I might have
Just
one
not
for sale
possible.
if you really want.
I know. I should have held on to mine.
Yeah.
I just sold mine 2 years ago.
You can still buy lowers and stuff right now, can't
Well, you can go to
They're-
Brownells
no,
and get
they're-
anything you
they're
want.
all out of stock.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
hard.
that's right. Because we were trying to get a 7075, the hardened aluminum lower.
Hmm.
My God.
Yeah, everybody's sold out. Glocks too.
Yeah.
Have you had any success finding them, or any one that you know?
I actually took advantage, like I always do, and sold my high-end one for like double what it was. And
Yeah.
I made a big profit and bought another
Took
small.
advantage, meaning that you're going to turn around and buy basically the same thing for half the price.
Yeah,
in like
yeah,
a year.
just like I did in 2008. So,
Hey.
yeah.
We
What was I
I'm one of those
bought-
guys.
I bought my Noveski Thunder Ranch for $1,200 and sold it for $2,400. Like
Wow.
8 months later.
we have a pre-ban Colt AR, like
Nice.
pre-ban,
Mm. Pre-van.
like Clinton pre-ban.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we have a pair of them actually.
Let's see here.
Oh, Juan
I
does.
need the blue handle or the black and black Malibu. They sell out so fast.
They
Yes,
do.
We
they
can
do.
Cerakote it
They
because
do.
there's no markings on the blade.
Yeah.
Just
No one
saying.
would ever know.
And shout out to
No.
Juan, apparently, at EDC. He has lowers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, good for Juan. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Juan's a good guy.
So Hardy must be in Anchorage then.
He
Oh,
is.
yeah.
He's
Hardy.
the dinosaur guy.
Yeah. He's dinosaur muskets.
He wins more raffles than anybody else. He'll,
Well, he also participates in all the fucking
yeah, but he'll be like, I got this sheer Goroff that's $1,800 for $5. Do you guys do you guys like it? It's great. I'm like, yes, I like it. I wish I had it. You have great luck. Thanks, Hardy.
He just
But
that's
if,
his hobby.
but if anybody's looking for
Collect stuff.
knife wise, if anybody's looking for something and we don't have it, please
Hardy.
go check out. Well, please go check out Juan at
Yeah.
EDC.
Juan's awesome.
He's a really nice guy. He busts his ass. I mean, I remember
When he
going out to
first
the gun shows. He was like fucking. He was doing flashlights and running 4.7s, and he was at every gun show. He's a hardworking motherfucker, and he knows his
He's a
shit.
good
He's
dog.
really good.
Does he?
He does.
So if we don't have it,
That had
please
punches.
go and check out Juan and
Last
support
time I
Juan.
was
He's a
there.
good guy.
What's the price on the Malibu?
$199.
$199.
What is a Malibu? I
It's
missed
a
it.
Protect flipper, button
Okay.
lock, 20 CV, black aluminum handles. Great knife for the money.
Okay.
So who's Ralph?
But you always win.
You
How can you-
always win.
Jesus.
How do you guys see that fast? I got dirty ass contacts apparently because I can't see shit. Yeah, probably.
But did he say he didn't have the Norseman?
No, he does not.
He does
Which
not.
is surprising
Yeah,
because
it's
he has
surprising.
all the weird, obscure Russian knives and stuff.
Maybe that got too mainstream.
Oh, you know who has the Norseman is Cadillac.
Oh, Cadillac.
Cadillac has the Norseman. He has at least 2 of them.
He had to. I don't know if he does anymore.
Thank you.
It is a pretty nice knife. My
His
buddy
weight
Bob
is
had one,
awesome.
and it's good. The action's pretty incredible.
I like everything about it except the design language,
Mhm.
but that's subjective. I mean, it's a stylistic kind of thing.
It's supposed to look like a Viking pocket knife.
I
isn't it?
get that. I
Yeah,
just
it's
I
like
don't
really
like
big and-
yeah I don't like the way it looks, but I appreciate the machining and the quality that went into it. I do like that about it.
What's our thoughts on the Mini 940?
Well, I like it, but we don't have it yet. It's shipped out. It'll be here Monday or Tuesday. I feel like it's like bug out versus mini bug out. I mean, the bug out fits so many people, but the mini bug out is just like that little compact, fun folder
Too
that
small for me.
most women can carry.
But yeah, would be a great lure knife for sure.
With
Yeah.
the little lady pockets.
Have you ever worn women's jeans?
No, I can't say that I have.
I have. They're tiny.
Have you ever worn women's jeans?
Choose,
That's a good question.
choose. Have you?
No.
Are you sure? You didn't go
Yeah,
through a phase, but I
positive.
know a lot of men did. Okay.
My girlfriend at one point used to steal my jeans.
Yeah.
There you
That
go.
was annoying.
Your skinny jeans.
Have you ever worn women's jeans?
No, but she was
Chad?
stealing
Chad?
mine. Chad did.
Well, Chad
Chad,
for sure.
Chad said he did.
What is a good food grade oil, or what food grade oil does Laura use for her M4
This is
chef knife?
someone who actually asked a question based off of the last live feed on my M4 Birdsbeak.
Nice.
So I don't actually use food grade oil on it. I use it, I wash it, I dry it, and I set it aside. And it has like this really beautiful natural patina that occurs on M4. So I never actually,
You don't use
Oils.
like mineral oil?
nope, nothing
Just
at
make
all.
sure
Oh,
it doesn't
shit.
get wet, right? Or does
I
it stay wet?
dry it off.
Yeah.
On every cupboard, I have a tea towel. I don't know, nobody knows this, but I love tea towels. I have a tea towel everywhere. I have like 50 tea towels
There's
of all
kittens
sorts.
and dogs and
It
everything on them.
is. It says dog hair is my glitter. I've got, I have all the tea towels. But I make sure that it's washed, dried, put away on my magnet strip, and that's it. I don't do anything to it.
Am
So
I doing sacrilege by just using olive oil on my high carbon knives?
Well,
Do you want
olive
it
oil will
raw?
go rancid,
Yeah.
so careful with that.
Well, I use it frequently.
Well,
if
I
it's
know, but I'm
cleaned
saying like if
immediately-
if you use it in a hunting knife and you store it, it will go rancid and
Yeah.
it'll ruin your fucking knife.
Okay.
But if you properly wash and dry and store your knives, you shouldn't have to use an oil.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
We have an Olamic in the shop right now.
Yeah, Paul's asking you guys should check out Olmec.
Yeah, we have
Olamic.
a whippersnapper.
Olmec.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Are they good?
It's pretty cool, man. Well, that one is, but yeah, they're cool knives.
Okay. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, and that's that.
Yeah.
Woo!
Waffers?
Wait, that's an Olamic model. It's cool knives.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Waffers. It's only wafer thin. You've never? Yeah, you have. You've heard that.
Oh shit.
940, 9400
Otto
fits in my
Osborne and
hands
Osborne.
perfect.
Yeah.
It does. He has one. Please don't ever take it apart ever again. We've been over this. I'm just reminding you, please never do that. Because I will give it back to you and be like, no, or no.
Oh my goodness.
I had a Osborne that was an assisted whatever, the open,
Yeah.
you know, kind of spring loaded halfway.
Yeah.
And my buddy threw a fit because he was like a purist
Garage.
and he only likes like flipping under your own power. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have heard that before, but
Eh,
Yeah.
hate it,
I mean,
some
You
people
had the
absolutely.
I liked
garage. You had an Osborne design. Not
Right.
an
yeah,
Osborne.
yeah, yeah.
right,
It sounds
Yeah.
like a
Please don't
gatekeeper
ever
to
take
me.
this apart either.
a gatekeeper.
Yeah, gatekeeper.
Yeah.
you can't enjoy my hobby because you don't enjoy it the way I enjoy it.
Oh, God, if somebody brings in a barrage and like, oh, I took this apart and I can't get it back together, it's like,
Oh my
neither
God.
can I. These things suck.
Does it, Lori?
I know they fuck,
Lori?
dude. They're so irritating. Every time I take apart a barrage and put it back together, I turn it into an auto. It's no longer a spring assisted. It's just an auto all the fucking time. Like you just touch it and you just hit it and it goes clack and it opens.
I'm gonna have you
Jesus.
put mine back together then.
Did you take the part?
No, I don't. I lost it duck hunting in the
Oh,
water.
Oh shit, that
No.
sucks.
Well, I will put it back together for you.
Okay.
Or-
No, actually,
or
I want
I
him
can-
to, so it turns into an auto knife.
You know, you don't want to because it'll
You know that's
open.
a mistake, right?
It'll open
wanted
if
to.
it's not locked. It'll
Yeah.
like
Oh,
come
yeah.
partly
Oh
open.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
to.
What's
Do
your
you like
guys'
stitches?
No.
Well, he doesn't snitch. So
Stitches. Stitches.
well, he doesn't snitch.
Ah,
He
It's
might.
Okay. All right.
Snitches gets it. Never
I
mind.
know.
whatever.
I
Forget it.
understand.
What are your thoughts on Spyderco's new balisong?
Oh, we haven't talked about these yet.
Oh,
What is-
the new. Actually, I don't know
It's
much
the
about
mini
Spider
Spidey
Coast.
Fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a small version of the Zabo Fly, or not the Zabo Fly. It's a small. It's like a 31 or 32.
I had a
32?
long conversation the other day
Yeah,
about the
31.
new Kershaw
30.
Valley
Is
song.
it 31? No, 32 because it's a 52.
You're right.
and 31.
32.
So it's a small. But sorry.
Hey, you fucking nerds!
Yeah, sorry.
No, I had a long conversation the other day about a dude who was talking about the new Kershaw Valley,
Oh,
which is very much taking aim at Benchmade because the size and weight,
not.
but it's steel instead of titanium, and so it's heavy. I get it with your condescending fucking head nod.
We have another question here. Will your chef knife you make be 1/16 inch thick?
Mike.
Oh Jesus! I gotta go up and get a micrometer. I mean,
It's 4 mil.
No, that's too thin.
The chef knife stock we're using upstairs 4 mil.
Well, no, it won't be a 16th. It'll be an 1/8.
Okay. Then no, he's asking what's the thickness of that
Trying
knife.
to
blade?
get
Oh yeah, it'll probably be
The
it'll probably be
second
about
washer?
it'll be an 1/8.
What?
It'll be an 1/8 in K110.
Yep.
And then if that does well, then it'll be 1/8 in LMAX or an 1/8
Yes,
in
we did the last
M390.
I went to court. It was terrible.
Oh, yeah, they did. Did you guys get the knife back or did you already?
No,
We will
don't
never
a
get the knife back. I went to court. I testified at grand jury, and that's all I can say because that's all
Was
I'm
that
allowed
one
to
of the
say.
runners
So I would get
where
in
they
trouble.
grabbed one and ran?
No.
No, he reached over. He was slick as shit. He reached over, grabbed a knife, and then left. But what he didn't do is when he came into the shop, he looked at the camera and then put his mask up.
Well, I
Like,
know him.
Idiot.
way to go, bitch.
Oh, you knew who it was?
I know him. Like I
Oh,
don't know his him personally, but I
You
know him.
recognized
I know him from
coming in the shop or
Being
whatever.
just like I made coffee for downtown
Oh.
for like many years. So like I know him from making his coffee or being around. And so like I knew him and I saw him when he came in. I was like, oh, it's like this kid, whatever. Like he's here, look at knives, and then his first bout was to reach over the counter, open the case, and look, and then he wandered, and then he came back over, and then reached over and grabbed it, and then left. And even in the footage, you can see it, and you're like, oh my god, what are you doing? Why? But yes, we caught him, and he's
Class 3 felony.
Because it was a $500 knife.
900.
No, it was $900.
900. Oh, yeah.
think-
That's funny.
800 is the cutoff, or 7? What's the cutoff?
Fuck, I can't remember.
So I
Something
mean,
like
all you do is when the cop asks you what's the value, you just say, well,
No,
what's
it-
the
it
minimum
is-
for a class five?
It's on
we
our
don't lie.
website.
I know.
Yeah, it's on our website. It's on the tag. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But we'll get all our money back, hopefully,
Mhm.
eventually.
Yeah, he'll make license plates and eventually pay you back in dimes and nickels.
He'll make license
I don't think that
plates.
he'll get jail time for it. I don't even know what he'll get for it.
Yeah.
I've
He's
been
never
to
come in
jail.
the
I've been to
shop
jail
ever
before. I've never made a license plate in my life.
He's never allowed in the shop ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Ever.
we're all
I'm
scared
sure
of
he's.
that, right?
I'm sure he's fucking broken up about that. Oh, I'm not allowed back at the place that I stole from.
Let's see here.
Eye drops.
What's
And
everyone
William
carrying
Henry.
tonight?
What's everyone carrying? Oh wait, I still have my Strider SNG, which not happy with.
Really?
It cut that sugar cane
Why?
great.
This is my third Strider.
What's wrong with it?
It doesn't seem to stay sharp. I think their heat treat is.
You should Rockwell it.
I should have.
You should.
At this point,
too
I
late.
think the rock.
Yeah.
I think their heat treat is subpar. I don't know. Maybe I should test
keeping
it.
in house. I thought they were outsourcing it to.
Dude, I think there were BOS in it,
Yeah, I thought so too.
which BOS is the shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's a strider.
No, there's
and then-
no more
okay.
BOS on this.
Hmm.
I don't know because this is my third Strider and I'm not impressed.
I'm in bed, so
I don't like this.
Nothing at all.
Nothing
Like
at all.
nothing on your
Nothing at
nightstand. 'Cause I
all.
keep a knife on my nightstand and then a shotgun around the bedpost.
What's
do
Juke
you-
got there?
I've got a fake, the real one's in my car. I've got a fake spider.
Fake police?
Police, fake police.
Fake
yeah.
police?
Goddamn fake police.
That's the
Is
one
there
we
a
break
fake
for you.
news?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had you guys do that because I couldn't find I wanted to order the
I don't have a
scales and then they didn't
question.
fit. So.
But this is general Banter. I'll comment that seeing that you guys are having some knives made by
I always like the police.
Larry Westberg.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I'm glad they wouldn't finish Harvey's question because I just have a pen.
You're carrying a
What is
pen?
What is this?
Dude, what the fuck? You're carrying like a
It's not even
like
tactical.
I'm carrying a better pen.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
fuck.
so-
All right.
Dylan, we used
Huh?
to have Larry Westberg knives, and they were some of my favorite folders in the shop for like such a great price. But they didn't last very long, and done and gone. And if you know Larry and he wants to sell some more knives, we have to buy some.
Yes, that did not come off screen. That's totally what he's carrying.
I don't know. Everybody's fucking overpowering you. Who's carrying Chad's fucking knives?
Chad.
That is.
Well, they gave it to me because all I had was a pen. But in my defense, I think my cricket river is upstairs on the counter because it was
Wow.
using it to eat steak. for
Fatty
lunch,
Strider. Some. Yes.
Yep, that's Fatty Strider. And
SMG.
I've got the Tengu flipper that was gifted to me by Alistair.
Ooh, so
Huh.
it's out.
Oh, I just sharpened that the other day too.
Yeah, it cuts steak great.
I brought you. I brought your angle up a lot tighter too,
Thank you.
so I think the steel could handle it.
All right.
Did you get a picture of the flashbang?
Hey man, who doesn't want a picture of a flashbang?
That's right.
We can click off the spoon and throw it at the camera.
Lock rock? Yes, they do. They don't have an insert like ZT does. A lot of higher end makers that use titanium locks, even Kirk or Spyderco does that for some reason. But they don't do that, and they wear all the time because you have like a really good steel and you have titanium, and so they wear at different rates, and they always have lock rock. It's inevitable.
Well, we had a
PJs.
problem with Spyderco specifically. We had a military that had lock rock, and it still had the factory edge. And even though it was an old knife, I'll give them that. It was an old knife, but it still had the factory edge. And so we contacted Spyderco. We're like, hey, we got this military that's got lock rock, and I understand it's an old knife, but factory edge. And they're like, yeah, sorry, no. And like I sent them this big fucking diatribe email. I was like, you motherfuckers never cover anything under fucking warranty. Never. We're done. And the only company we won't take in a knife and handle the warranty for is Spyderco. The only company. 20 years Northern Knives has been in business. The only company we won't handle is Spyderco. See, Spyderco always denies
24.
24. Okay, 24 years. Spyderco always denies warranty claims.
Yeah, right.
But still, I mean, last year I carried a Spyderco. I still like their knives and I still appreciate it, but they got to do something with their warranty thing. It's getting
They're
irritating.
not going to because they have a 10-year warranty on all the knives, and they won't send you parts, clips, screws unless you buy them from their factory outlet.
But I like their stuff.
I do
Why
too.
do they got to do that?
Which is why
No
we
shit.
have-
No shit.
these.
Some pretty
6
cool
knives.
stuff. I got these
So
terrible Benchmates off the table.
we have a Delica in ZP 189. We have a Bradley 2 in M4. We have a Native 5 in Spy 27, which was very, very hard to get. We have the Ikuchi in
That's 30.
S30, the Para 3 in Maximum, which is Alistair's, and the Delica OD in Crewwear. And so we wanted to see what the Rockwell was, how they held up.
Well,
We didn't do any knife cutting.
we
things.
are getting near to the end of our live stream. We could save this for like a dedicated video.
We could tease them with these knives.
We could tease them with these knives.
Or we could
Should we
just,
tease them?
or we could just bust out some steel and have some fun.
Yeah, sure.
How much time I got?
Stream's over, pretty much.
Oh, we
It'll be
got
5
we got
minutes.
5 minutes.
We can do
Oh.
it. So where do these run? Are they like on par? What was the best?
Were there any surprises? Let's start
I
there.
was
Okay,
surprised
so-
CP9. Very surprised.
I was surprised with, so here are my numbers with the Rockwell test that I did. I was super surprised GDP 189 was that low. I got 60, 61, and 61 on
And
3
they should
Rockwell
be
tests.
64 to 67. And I've always been a fan of CP99. I just like don't.
I really thought it would be higher, but I gotta bring this up. This Maximate, 66, 67, 67.
And it's supposed
Holy
to be
shit.
67 to 70.
Holy shit! I was super impressed
I've
with
been
that
saying,
Maximate.
man.
That's
I've
a
been
hardness
saying.
test.
Bench
Yes,
made.
You did.
Yeah, like
Other
this
than us,
is
bench
how hard this is.
Just bringing up what
Other than us, Benchmade.
production knife manufacturer has the best warranty in your opinion?
Benchmade.
Benchmade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're semi-production.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, so us
In
obviously,
folders.
but Benchmade is well.
Yeah.
ZT's not bad, but ZT's slow.
ZT wouldn't warranty fire damage.
Yeah, that's true. But
They bumped it
honestly,
was like, here you go.
honestly, Benchmade has the best warranty. in the
Benchmade
business.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually
Other than
surprised.
us.
We
but-
test Rockwell hardness with a Rockwell tester.
Oh, were they asking how we test it? Yeah, we have a Rockwell tester.
Yes, Benchmade fillet knives. They're knives Alaska. They're good. They're not flexible enough, but they're good.
Knives of Alaska, made in Texas. Knives
no.
of Alaska, not knives from Alaska.
Knives Alaska are made in Texas. SC Rockwell test. Can we have your Rockwell test knife? Yes, you can. SC is great. SC is pretty good.
Oh, by the
Hey, we
way,
have
if
some
you come
Texas
into our
right now,
shop,
Zach.
if you come into our shop and you buy any one of these Spydercos that we're selling, on the bottom side, it shows the 3 Rockwell tests on each one. So this knife got a 60, a 61, and a 61. This one got a 59, a 58, and a 59.
I was impressed with the Maximate, but it seems like across the board, Spyderco doesn't bring it up to the hardness range that the steel manufacturer is saying it
I
should
think
be
they
able
assume
Well-
to be.
people are going to be hard on stuff, so they want to Rockwell lower.
Well, you don't want it to chip either.
Yeah. Just like
I mean,
the axes, they're probably 1045.
Find the height and then back it up just a touch because you get better performance out of it. And I
Yeah.
think that's on purpose.
Yep.
But I mean, every one of these. So here's 59, 58.
That is right on par.
Now-
That is
Only
that's
one.
what is that? That's Maximate. That's Maximate is 66. 66 was the first test and 267s after that. It was I started to doubt it. So I ran some crappy Chinese knives at 53 and then I thought I was on par and then I hit 57 on Maximate or 67 on Maximate and I was like, "Oh shit, I need to recalibrate." And so I grabbed a Mac and recalibrated.
Crewwear is pretty on spot. They're at like the very bottom that you
Yeah.
want to be. So they're within the range.
I did notice Spy 27, which is supposed to be Spyderco Special Steel.
I really thought that would be amazing. Oh, dude, it was turd.
It was 58, and the range is 61 to 64, so they're not even close.
Not even close.
I mean, that's what the range would be for one specific application, but they may
It
want to
was
lower for something.
aside from the fakes, it was the worst performing. So it's 58, 57, 57.
Uh,
I mean, LMAX doesn't want to be.
what was the
159.
tester scrap steel we used to calibrate?
I use a Mac to calibrate because I know Macs.
Which is our in-house knife that we
Yeah.
have.
So I
a lot
use
of
I
control
use
over.
I use a Mac to calibrate, and obviously we do this a lot, and so I kind of familiar with the process.
One for custom makers that come in too.
Yeah. And so I use our Max to calibrate, which we also do a cryo on. So I know where 60 is. I'm not trying to shit on Spyderco or shit on anything. I know where our baseline is,
So-
and I do it a lot.
Caleb, the thing with the ZT LMAX is that the very first ones that they did with the 560, they Rockwelled them too high, so they're like 61, 62, and they were chipping. Like people were having chunks taken out of
Oh,
the
on
back.
ZT?
Yes, on ZT.
Yeah.
So when we first started using the LMAX, we learned from their mistake, and we Rockwelled them, or we heat treated them lower than what they should be because ZT did them 61, 62, and so you're supposed to do like 58, 59, like 60 at the most. So I don't think we have any early ZTs to Rockwell. We can probably find someone that has one. I know Doug had
shout out
His
to everyone.
550.
Feel free to, if you have an older one, bring it in. We can do it.
Doug had a 550 that cut the CNC cord.
Oh wow.
Shit.
So if we can find that one, we can try it. But
Okay.
I mean, they rockballed it too high, and we learned from that.
And our next dedicated video where we're not live streaming, we'll have one, obviously, where we go through the steels and the pros and cons a little bit, and a little bit of the makeup, give a bit of an education. Besides that, we're at the top of the hour here. We'll answer a few more questions, and then we're on the outs. Shane has another question.
Shane has one. He lives down in
Sweet.
Kenai? Somewhere down south. But yes, that would be amazing if he did.
ZT LMAX on later runs is tits.
Yes,
Yeah.
tits.
I agree.
Yes,
The early run stuff started to chip.
like big chunks taken out.
You guys made a knife for me in LMAX.
Oh, yeah, Kevin
What is the
Kidder.
hardness?
Oh, Kevin Kidder. Fuck yeah.
Probably 59.
Well, and he's
Trapper.
he's a trapper.
So, yeah, she said, what was it?
Probably 58, 59. Because we used LMAX right after ZT discovered that 61, 62 was too hard. And so we did it lower just to prevent warranty issues happening. So it's probably 59 at the most.
We actually were aiming before ZT had the problems. We were aiming where they were aiming. We were aiming 60, 61. And thank God they had the problems because that saved us.
Yes. I know.
And so we backed ours off down to 58, 59.
Yep.
Just to make a more reliable blade.
I mean, we're small potatoes. Like, we wouldn't have been able to eat those sort of costs.
Yeah, exactly.
We would have.
We'd have been fine.
It would
And
have
we'd have just killed our reputation because we
Yeah.
hadn't done the research.
Because they would have
Which is
chipped.
exactly.
Okay.
Which is why we do a year of prototyping research, which is why you've been carrying on muck for a year.
Do you
and now
remember-
we're chopping them
trees
up.
Do you
down
remember
with
when
it
we
and
were
caribou legs.
making
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what it's
severances
for.
and Ray ran one over on Cinderbox with
Yeah.
his Forerunner?
Yeah, we put it out back, and he drove his Forerunner. We took a severance.
True story.
We heat treated it,
Jesus.
and we took a severance, and we put 2x4s on the ground, and we laid a severance over it. And Ray fucking drove his Forerunner up on top of it, and I stood out there, and I was like, "Okay, it's leaning just a little bit," and then went pow, and it shot off. While I was looking down, I was like, "Oh, it looks so good," and it went pow, and it went shooting out the back and bounced off the wall of the shop, and everything. It's like, "Oh my god!"
I remember that.
You guys, I remember some of the literature and the testing you guys did when you were first starting
Oh my
out.
god, we did
designing
such
these knives?
ignorant, dangerous shit.
Sledgehammers
Oh,
and
yeah.
all sorts of
Oh
crazy
yeah,
shit.
we had because we have concrete floors upstairs, so we used to take the original Macs and we put handles on them, and we just fucking set them on the concrete floor and just beat them with sledgehammers, and pieces would be flying off. Like I used to have
This is
like
when I
cuts on my
started. I was
forehead.
like,
Like pieces of G10 would hit me in the head. And I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ!
I
I don't think we
remember
can do that
the
anymore."
old marketing statement for the 3DK knives was, we beat it for hours with sledgehammers and did this
Dude,
and that.
that wasn't a fucking
I
lie.
was like, are
We
you
really
serious?
did. Like I had
Oh,
cuts in
Jesus.
my head, and like I just fucked these things up. Like literally, and I'm not talking like a little sledge. I'm talking like a fucking 8-pound full size sledge, and we just beat the shit out of it, just trying to get the handles off.
God damn.
Looks like Junior Walter is asking, what's your opinion of Ontario steel? Not long ago, I picked up an older military issue
not
machete.
bad. It's
1095. 1095.
US made, US heat treated, not bad stuff.
Ontario, I will never say a bad thing about Ontario.
Well, it's also good for like an impact tool,
Oh,
like an
raw.
axe head or a machete, where you want it to bend and not
Yeah.
break or spring back and hit
Well,
you.
here's my favorite thing about Ontario is cheaper than Tops. They use the same steel. Ontario is the same design as Essie, but they're cheaper. So if you want the best of Essie and the best of Tops, buy Ontario. I
Nice.
fully agree. Ontario is bang for the buck. Ontario is one of the best survival knives you can buy. 1095, micarta, put together with simple tools. You can pull it apart, make it your own. You can run lashing through it, everything. Ontario makes a great survival knife, and you're not gonna break the bank. You're gonna pay a premium for Tops.
And then one last thing here is that Zach has volunteered numerous times that
We
he'd like
know.
to
We know.
test them.
We know.
And we know.
And on
We
that
love
note, We'll see you next time.
Have a nice night, guys.
All right, guys.
See
Thanks
you
a
at the
lot.
beginning of next month. And we'll be done here. And they